This video outlines in short how to submit corrective measures, as well as how to update and revert existing corrective measures once they have been submitted. In the Authority workspace, inside the Corrective Measures subtab of a clinical trial page, you will have listed the draft and submitted corrective measures related to that particular clinical trial. In this example, a corrective measure has been submitted, the submission date field is filled. A second one is in draft status, as the submission date field is empty. To submit a corrective measure, you should click on the pencil icon of a draft corrective measure, or click on the New button to create a new one. You can proceed to submit the corrective measure once you have populated all the required fields, added the necessary documents, and, if requested, received responses from the sponsor's opinion, and/or the consultation with other MSCs. In this example, immediate action is required, therefore, there is no need to request sponsor's opinion. Be aware that a corrective measure cannot be submitted if the sponsor's responses are still pending within the 7 days they have to respond. Scroll down and click on the Submit button. And confirm that you want to submit that corrective measure. In order to update an already submitted corrective measure, click on the pencil icon, and you will be able to update fields and add documents. In this example, a corrective measure to require a modification has been submitted. Given that this corrective measure is to require a modification, you can update its type to suspend the trial, revoke its authorization, or suspend and require modification. However, if the corrective measure had initially been to suspend the trial, or revoke its authorization, you would not be able to change the type, as the trial status cannot be changed by updating a corrective measure. After you fill out the form with the necessary updates, scroll down, click on Update, and click on the Confirmation button. Be aware that there can be only one corrective measure of the same type, and that you cannot update the MSC trial status by updating an already submitted corrective measure. For this, you will have to either create a new corrective measure, or to revert the already submitted corrective measure, which will be explained afterwards. By clicking on the arrow icon, MSCs can revert an already submitted corrective measure, and change the status to authorized, or authorized with conditions. You can revert either the trial decision or the corrective measure type, or both. In the case of changing it to authorized with conditions, details of the conditions must be included one by one, before the corrective measure can be reverted. After that, click on the Revert button, and click on the Confirmation button. The corrective measure will be reverted. This video is part of the CTIS training program. For more information on the processes related to corrective measures, you may visit our training platform and our additional materials.